she moved out to her own place. Last night was first night alone, without her, without the kids. And I had a pity party for myself. Victim mindset, just the whole thing came crashing down on me. Why is she doing this? I mean, it was all this stuff that we've been talking about not doing. I fell right into it when I was faced with an empty home with almost no furniture and echoes off the walls. It was bad. I talked to a few buddies and then, talked through it and kind of worked through the emotion.
First of all, I hope you have compassion for yourself. This everything we're not supposed to do. I mean, you're going to have emotional response. You're going to feel the way that you feel. What we do, like you didn't drunk text her, did you?
No.
Okay.
No.
So high five. That's fucking win, because you'd be surprised how many times I hear that story. Okay.
So I'm proud that I didn't have a drink. Normally I would have a tendency to go either abuse alcohol a little bit in a situation like this. I had it in my hand, but I put it back down and I was like, no, I need to feel these emotions. So
fucking A, man. Good for you.
That felt good.
Do you give yourself credit for that?
No, I don't give myself credit. I mean, I felt good, but I'm like, I'm still beating myself up in victim mindset for most of the evening. I snapped out of it by the end of the night, but.
Okay. How many hours were you in victim mindset, as you said?
Let's see. I started kind of dipping my toes in the morning when the movers came. So I was kind of like testing the waters of how victim-y can I get today. And then I kind of slipped in and slithered in and danced in it for maybe 5 or 6 hours of just that rotten place. Oh, I just didn't want to look at her. As she was leaving, she comes back to turn around and like, snapped at me with some venomous comments. In my mind, I was like, fuck you, but I didn't say it.
Here's a coaching question, right? So 5 or 6 hours, you said, basically.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it longer? Why wasn't it 5 days or going on 5 weeks? I mean, I know it's not been 5 weeks, but why wasn't it longer than 5 or 6 hours?
This has been going on. The in-house separation was going on for 9 months. So I went the first month wallowing in self-pity and victimhood. So then I, after working with you guys and this group and others, figured out that that's not the most optimal place to be at. As things happen, I'm processing them quicker. I'm snapping out of it quicker. I'm recognizing, oh wait, I'm being victim in this moment. I have the awareness now more than I did before. So I think that's why it was only 5 hours instead of 5 days, or I'm not still in it.
Okay, sweet. Do you give yourself credit for that you're aware of it, that you're processing, that it's not 5 days?
Sure, I can give myself some credit for that.
Sure. But how do you feel right now about feeling more empowered within yourself and welcoming this next chapter, even though not the perfect story that you thought it would be? How do you feel right now about it?
There's a certain kind of numbness to it now that I'm just kind of accept it more. Just trying to take it task by task and day by day, hour by hour. What do I got to do? I got to pack up my clothes. What do I need? Oh, she took all the suitcases. I got to go buy suitcases. So I went and bought suitcases today. So, answering emails, I'm just keeping busy, man. When it hits me the most is when I do have to just sit and face it.
Who can relate?
First off, great job at not using alcohol to cope. For a guy that tried that route for a couple of years, it solved zero problems and created a whole lot more. And to have the awareness of not going to the alcohol and actually allowing yourself to feel the feelings, that's huge. It took me years to figure that out. And with things being so raw right now, you're not going to solve anything. But what you do need to do is allow the process to run its course, to allow the emotions and the feelings. And when you do run into roadblocks, that's where you get to the group, describe what's going on, you ask for help, you seek feedback and guidance, stuff like that.
Hey, I'll say something real quick. It was just a few months ago that I went through all this shit, especially after going through the divorce, feeling really crappy, thinking that I was going to be alone. And hopefully soon you'll realize that you don't need her, you don't need anybody to make you feel whole. And one of the things that I'm doing lately, in addition to my journaling, which I've been doing for years, before I even start journaling, I make a commitment to feel extremely thankful for the life that I'm creating for myself. It's not perfect. It's not what I want, but it's what I got. And that helps me quite a bit.
Thank you. Yeah, that helps. Thank you.